Hey guys, what's up? My name is Carrie Nicole and I'm going to tell you about my dog Phoenix. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the story about how I got my dog Phoenix. First off, his shelter name was Buddy, and I didn't really like that, neither did my boyfriend, and so we decided to come up with the name Phoenix. He's actually named after a video game character. My boyfriend's favorite video game is Gears of War, and one of the guys' names is Marcus Phoenix, and that's how we picked his name. And I mean, it's not a bad name for a dog. I think it fits him very well, though it is kind of girly, I think. Some people think that he's a girl. So my boyfriend and I, we went to go grocery shopping, and on our way there we have to pass by an animal shelter. It's right next door to the grocery store. So I wanted to stop in, and my boyfriend, he didn't at all. And I was just, please, can we go? Like, just to look, you know, we don't have to get anything, you know, I just want to see the dogs. And he hesitantly agreed. The way that the shelter is set up, you just walk in and then there's the front doors, and then you have to like pass by like all the small animals and all the cats, and then towards the back of the shelter is the dogs, and they have a bunch of rows and aisles of different kennels, and they're all behind glass. Phoenix, come here. And so they're all behind glass, the whole kennel, and some of them just had like little sections of it. I think it just kind of depended on how many they had in each kennel and the size of the dog. He had a whole kennel, and I actually kind of walked right past him at first. I didn't really see him in there, and you know, he didn't really catch my eye. I kind of didn't even know he was there. He was just in the back and, you know, not paying attention to other people. And the way that it works is you just kind of go and see the dogs, and then write down the kennel number of which one you're interested in. So you write down the number of the kennel of which dog you would like to see, and then you just kind of wait in line and talk to one of the volunteers there. They'll set you up in a nice little room to kind of meet the dog, and so that's what we did. And you know, at first I was kind of hesitant to kind of see him, you know, it was just, I don't know, you know, he wasn't the kind of dog that I would pick for myself. And my boyfriend, you know, he's just like, that's, you know, that's just a really cute dog, and you know, we might want him. It's actually kind of funny because my boyfriend really never had many dogs growing up. He had 3 dogs that he lived with his whole entire life, and for me, I've had a lot of dogs, and like, I don't want to say I'm a know-it-all for dogs, but I do definitely know a little bit more than my boyfriend does about them. And just the way that he was acting, it was, you know, not something that I would look for in a dog. He was very shy and timid and scared, and I think it has to do mostly with he's a transfer from another state, and the transferring process of, you know, having him be evaluated and stuff. He did get attacked by another dog, and they had to shave the whole part of his neck right here, and as you can see, he's like really fluffy, so they had to shave a lot, and he looked, you know, kind of weird. And you know, so I just kind of thought that, you know, it wouldn't be a good fit for us, but you know, we decided to meet him anyway. You know, he was, like I said, he was shy and timid. Like, I had to give him a treat for him to come up to me. And, you know, we spent a good 10 minutes with him. We actually decided there right on the spot that we were going to adopt him. So I had to call my landlord and see if it was okay with her that we adopted a dog. And she said everything was fine as long as we were able to pay the pet deposit right there today. We left to go sign the papers, and as we were walking away, Phoenix got kind of really scared, and he started jumping up and down and kind of making noises, and, you know, I could tell that he really wanted to come with us. And you know, he was so sad when we were walking away, and then it took us about 20 minutes to fill out the papers. You know, they got him ready to go. They gave us a leash to then they gave us a slip leash, and you know, that's how we took him out. And then it was funny, we actually ended up going right next door to the grocery store, and we ended up getting him a dog collar there, and it was actually the most happy I've ever seen Phoenix in his entire time that we've had him. And he was just so happy to leave the shelter, and I think you know, he's got a lot of bad memories there. Yeah, but you know, he ended up being a really great dog. He's actually come out of his shell a lot. When we first got him, he would just be really scared, and you know, he didn't really like loud noises, and he was afraid of everything. We had to teach him, you know, that it was going to be okay. And I just remember, I think we had him maybe 2 or 3 days. So during the day I would take him to the dog park, and the dog park that is by my house, there's a little separate kennel for smaller dogs. It was all fenced in, so I let him off the leash, and he just ran like crazy. He was just like a bullet, and he was so excited and just ran around a couple times, and then he just came right back. And you know, we walked around the park a little bit more, and then we came home. And bigger dogs, he tries to act all tough, and you know, he won't hurt a fly. You know, even when he sees people that he doesn't really like, you know, he'll jump and bark at them. He won't bite or anything. He's not aggressive. He just likes to put on a show, you know, so you kind of back off. Dogs, they definitely have a sense, and they can tell when you're nervous and scared, and a lot of dogs, they like to play on those fears. So when you're around dogs, you kind of have to have more confidence and show them they're not going to push you around. But yeah, that's the story about Phoenix, and he's my little buddy. He's definitely come a long way. We adopted him in May of 2015. And so we've had him for quite some time. We've taught him several different tricks, which I can show to you in another video if you're interested in that. I have a ton of stories that I could share about him, and I have a rabbit as well. He was also from a shelter. I know a little bit more about his background, and his story is just so intense. Just probably best that I save it for another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.